Hi, so today is about the liquid foundation from SUQQU again, because I already did a review in my last SUQQU 2022 spring collection video. In that video, I compared it to the old formula of there is the Nude Wear liquid foundation, and it's nothing like this foundation. Like, everything is different. I hate this foundation because 80% of the time this foundation don't work for me. It settles and stuck in my pores. It don't cover them much, but somehow it looks heavy. So yeah, this is not my favorite, but I do really love the liquid foundation. But in the last video that I reviewed it, I really felt like it's very similar to this foundation, which is the cream foundation. So I thought I would just try it again, compare the both to see if they are really very similar. So this new liquid foundation will be launched February 10th in Japan. I'm not sure when it will available in other countries, because it's not launched yet. I don't have the full bottle of it, but I do have another sample of it. I thought I would just try to compare these two to see how similar they are. If this is better or very different than this one, I might consider to purchase the full size. But if this is like the same thing, I think I will skip on this one. So yeah, let me give you some information on this new foundation. It's all in Japanese, so let's just translate into English for you. So it's supposed to be a very luminous, dewy foundation, and it says it's very dewy, it lasts long, and it can give you a very luminous skin. And your skin will feel like there is a dewy film that is, melting on top of your skin. It's very natural, but it has high coverage. It won't move or break down, and it just feels like the same as your skin. That's pretty much it. So let me just, stop talking and try this on my face. I am gonna use the cream foundation on this side and the liquid foundation on this side. I'm just gonna use my finger, like, see how much I have used. For how many foundation I have, I use a lot of this. So that is probably too much, but this really blends into your skin very nicely. So yeah, this is too much. Let me blend this. Okay, much better. So let me show you the true texture of my skin. This side I have applied the cream foundation. You can see all of my pores and some like hyperpigmentation. But I do think this foundation glide over my skin very nicely. They don't stuck into the pores. They don't emphasize them, and it gives such a natural sheen, and it actually gives quite nice like medium coverage. Because I used a sponge to soak up the too much product I put on my skin, so I think this is a good solid medium coverage. If you want to layer more, you can. And this is my bare skin, so you can see all of the redness is covered up, and these colorations also covered up pretty nicely. And you can also see the pores on this side is a lot more visible than this side. And actually, for my skin, this side actually has smaller pores for some reason. Like, I have bigger pores on this side, maybe because I laid this part of my face on my pillow a lot. Maybe that's why, I don't know. But you can see, this is such a beautiful foundation. I really love this one. So now let's compare it to the new foundation. I'm just gonna use my finger for today as well. And you can see it's pretty light for me. It's not the right shade for me at all. But I would love to say for a neutral undertone foundation, it doesn't work bad at all on my skin. For some reason, I feel like this foundation is less dewy than this one. Maybe because I didn't use the sponge. Dot a little more and use the sponge. This is a new sponge. I almost feel like the liquid foundation has a little bit more coverage because I put about the same amount on both of my face. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty nice. Let me bring you a little closer. You can see the pores compared to how it is before. The pores is pretty smooth. And the coverage is pretty nice. I don't know if it's because of the shade. I feel like this side just has a touch more coverage, but still I feel like the cream foundation gives you a more luminous, right? I might, delusional or something, but I do feel like this, claiming to be very dewy and luminous foundation just give less of a sheen. I actually like this finish as well, but I do prefer the cream foundation. Yeah, I feel like this is more of a satin to dewy, not so dewy, more of a satin natural kind of finish. Yeah, but actually, and you can see the shade is pretty light for me. I definitely need this shade, which this shade is 025. This is definitely the better shade for me. Let me finish my makeup. By the way, I won't apply any concealer to the foundation. Okay, I'm back and my makeup has done. Like I said, I didn't put any concealer on this area, and I put a very light layer of powder on my skin. So I actually had my thought on this foundation. So first, I actually feel like this foundation is not as moisturizing as the cream foundation, which is my all-time favorite. I feel like this foundation sits very smoothly as well. It's better than a lot of foundation that I have. So if I don't have this foundation, the liquid foundation might be a very, a new favorite of me. I might pick up a full-size bottle of it. But since I have this one, I probably won't purchase it. Let me show you close. So this is the side with the liquid foundation. I don't know, you can see there is a little bit of foundation that sink into my pores and a little bit stuck, but not bad at all. Like, you can barely see it. Especially from a normal distance, you can't really see it. Like, around my nose, pretty smooth as well, like pretty good coverage. And the blush I used today is a very intense blush, and it blends very nicely. And this is the natural shine it has because I didn't powder this part, and yeah, I didn't put on some any highlight. But I do feel like the foundation on this side, which is the original, the cream foundation, this one, I do feel like it sits better on the skin because there is zero foundation stuck into my pores whatsoever. Even though I feel like the new liquid foundation fills into the pores a little better, but I do prefer this one. I just feel like it melts a little bit better, which I am thinking that might because of this weather, because it's winter and the weather is so dry in Japan. And even though I am more of a normal to combination kind of skin, my skin in this season is not happy, and I have like some eczema on this part, and I am about to have my period. So my skin is not in its best condition, so I think that's why the foundation just settles into my pores just a little bit, because when my skin is dry, that happens. And the last time I tried it in the last video, it wasn't doing that at all. So I think that's just because I'm drier. Maybe if I would use this maybe in the summer, the liquid foundation could work perfectly. So yeah, I'm not sure if I will buy this or not. Like I said, it's such a beautiful foundation. I think it's just not for the skin, for my skin today, like it's very dry. And it does perform better than, let's say, 90% of foundation I have. And like I said, I have a lot. I have over 70 foundation. And most of them, I would say like 95% of them are high-end foundation. And the liquid foundation does perform better than most of them. That's saying the foundation is very nice, but in my opinion, I still love this one the most, like better than the liquid one. Like this one just works for me no matter what like condition I am in. Like in the summer, very hot season, like in the winter, very dry season, when my skin feels the nicest or the worst, it works no matter what. So I don't know. I just love this one a little bit more. Not that much, but a little bit more. But I do feel like the new liquid foundation is a little bit more pore filling. I'm not like saying the pore filling where the foundation is stuck in your pore. That did happen a little bit after I wore it a little bit because of the dryness. But the other parts, I do feel like the pores are a little bit more invisible. So if you are more looking for that kind of foundation, maybe the liquid foundation is better for you. But for me, I don't care about my pores looking big or not. I just care if there's any foundation stuck into there, you know? I don't really care if they look like very big or not. I don't care. I don't think you have a bigger pore is something to shame about, to be like feeling ashamed about. I just don't like things stuck into them, you know what I mean? So that's why I love this one more. And also it has a little bit more like glow and looks just a touch more natural on the skin. So yeah, for now I'm still not decided if I would buy the new foundation or not. But what I have decided is I do love the cream foundation more. So yeah, that's my thought on the new SUQQU, the liquid foundation. And thank you for watching. Bye.